Hello everyone, welcome to another session with 𝔐orgaine. Happy viewing. Remorse. Away. The moor is dark beneath the moon. Rapid clouds have drunk the last pale beam of even. Away. The gathering winds will call the darkness soon, and profoundest midnight shroud the serene lights of heaven. Pause not, the time has passed. Every voice cries, away. Tempt not with one last tear thy friend's ungentle mood, thy lover's eye, so glazed and cold, there's not, entreat thy stay. Duty and dereliction guide thee back to solitude. Away, away to thy sad and silent home. Pour bitter tears on its desolated heart. Watch the dim shades as like ghosts they go and come, and complicate strange webs of melancholy mirth. The leaves of wasted autumn woods shall float around thine head. The blooms of dewy spring shall gleam beneath thy feet. But thy soul, or this world, must fade in the frost that binds the dead, ere midnight's frown and morning's smile, ere dawn and peace may meet. The cloud shadows of midnight possess their own repose, for the weary winds are silent, the moon is in the deep. Some respite to its turbulence and resting ocean knows. Whatever moves or toils or grieves hath its appointed sleep, though in the grave shall rest, yet till the phantoms flee, which that house and heath and garden make dear to thee erewhile. Thy remembrance and repentance and deep musings are not free from the music of two voices and the lights of one sweet smile. The moon, and like a dying lady, lean and pale, who totters forth, wrapped in a gauzy veil, out of her chamber, led by the insane and feeble wanderings of her fading brain. The moon arose up in the murky east, a white and shapeless mass. Art thou pale for weariness of climbing heaven and gazing on the earth, wandering companionless among the stars that have a different birth? ever changing like a joyless eye that finds no object worth its constancy. Element, O world, O life, O time, on whose last steps I climb, trembling at that where I had stood before. When will return the glory of your prime? No more, oh, nevermore. Out of the day and night, joy has taken flight. Fresh spring and summer and winter roar. Move my faint heart with grief, but with delight. No more, oh, nevermore. Softly as brownest angels row, I will return to thy alcove and glide upon the night to thee, treading the shadows silently. And I will give to thee my own kisses as icy as the moon, and the caresses of a snake, cold gliding in the thorny brake. And when returns the livid morn, thou shalt find all my place forlorn and chilly till the falling night. Others would rule by tenderness over thy life and youthfulness, but I would conquer thee by fright, contemplation. Though, O my grief, be wise and tranquil still, the eve is thine which even now drops down to carry peace or care to human will, and in the misty wheel enfolds the town, while the mortals of the multitude by pleasure cruel tormentor goaded on, gather remorseful blossoms in light mood. Grief, place thy hand in mine, let us be gone. Far from them, lo, see how the vanished years in robes outworn lean over heaven's rim, and from the water, smiling through her tears, remorse arises, and the sun grows dim, and in the east, her long shroud trailing light, list, O my grief, the gentle steps of night. Chance meetings in the mazes of loitering people, the watchful and furtive, the shadows of tree trunks and shadows of leaves, and the drowse of the sunlight among the low voices. I suddenly face you. Your dark eyes return for a space from her who is with you. They shine into mine with a sunlit desire. They say an I love you. What star do you live on? They smile and then darken. And silent, I answer, you too. I have known you. I love you. And the shadows of tree trunks and shadows of leaves interlace with low voices and footsteps to divide us forever. Red is the color of blood. Red is the color of blood, and I will seek it. I have sought it in the grass. It is the color of steep sun seen through eyelids. It is hidden under the suave flesh of women. Flows there, quietly flows. It mounts from the heart to the temples, the singing mouth, as cold sap climbs to the rose. I am confused, and webs and knots of scarlet spun from the darkness, or shuttled from the mouths of thirsty spiders. Madness for red. I devour the leaves of autumn. I tire of the green of the world. I am myself a mouth for blood. Here, in the golden haze of the late slant sun, let us walk with the lights in our eyes to a single bench from the outset predetermined. Look, there are seagulls in these city skies, kindled against the blue. But I do not think of these seagulls. I think of you, your eyes with the late sun in them are like blue pools dazzled with yellow petals. This pale green suits them well. Here is your finger with an emerald on it, the one I gave you. I say these things politely, but what I think beneath them, who can tell? For I think of you, crumpled against the whiteness, flayed and torn with a dulled face. I think of you, writing a thing of scarlet, and myself rising red from that embrace. November sun is sunlight poured through honey. All things in such a light grow subtle and fine. Bare oaks are like still fire. Talk to me. Now we drink the evening's wine. Look how our shadows creep along the grave, and this way how the gravel begins to shine. This is a time of day for recollections, for sentimental regrets, oblique illusions. Rose leaves shriveled in a musty jar, scatter them to the wind. There are tempests coming. It is dark with a windy star. If human mouths were really roses, my dear, why must we link things so? I would tear yours petal by petal with slow murder. I will pluck the stamens, the pistils, the gold and the green. spreading the subtle sweetness that was your breath on a cold wave of death. Now let us walk back slowly as we came. We will light the room with candles. They may shine like rows of yellow eyes. Your hair is like spun fire by candle flame. You smile at me, say nothing. You are wise, for I think of you, flung down brutal darkness, crushed and red, with pale face. I think of you, with your hair disordered and dripping, and myself rising red from that embrace.